Hi, everybody. I don't know if you can hear me. This is 1 o'clock West African time. It's actually the time that we scheduled to start. Okay. Yeah, I want to welcome you all again. I think it's my pleasure to do this. And I can say that I'm very happy to see you guys again. I wish I can see all your faces to see how you look right now. I know how the challenges and all that were, I can tell, but I wish I can see your faces to see how, whether you're smiling or your faces are not, okay, I can see Amy Anthony. All right. Yeah, so I want to welcome you guys to our weekly reflection. I see you, Ibrahim. I see you. You're looking good. You're smiling. You don't look like you were stressed during these few activities, few days, right? Yeah, by or mid Friday, you don't look like you're smiling. It's all over you. Yeah, good to see you. I wish I can see one or two persons again. I want to read your heartbeat. Okay, Wachuku, yeah, can see Wachuku. Wachuku, you're not smiling. You're not smiling. I feel you. Love more. Oh, what's going on? What's going on? Hope you did the challenges. Hope you solved them. Okay, Engineer Godwin. Yeah, your face is like it. Yeah, great to see you guys. I think we need to start. So first of all, I'll start with appreciating all of you. I mean, it's not been easy, right? And trust me, it will never be easy. The journey of a VAPT person, that's vulnerability as assessment and penetration tester, it's not all that smooth. There are roadblocks here and there. Trust me, with in few days, I mean, you are going to be embracing all these stuffs, right? Because with all your chest, happily, right? Because what is coming from next week is mind blowing, right? I want to really appreciate you. I see your submissions, right? And I'm really encouraged. Yeah. I see a lot of you with challenges here and there and all that, but that's fine. That's fine. Right. So welcome, guys. We are here for one reason, and the reason is advanced cybersecurity practice wherever in Africa, right? So I want to welcome you from the bottom of my heart, right, to this particular reflection and checking day. As I told you earlier, this particular day is just here to help us to understand better what we did in the previous days. And of course, I'll listen to your questions and then see how much I can tackle those questions, right? And then, of course, I will listen to you to share your experiences. I know you've unlocked a lot of experience while learning, so I will hear from you. And then, of course, we'll take your attendance and we'll call it a day. That's basically what we're doing today. And then maybe at the end, I will give you an announcement, a very important announcement of what is coming next week, right? Okay, guys. So it is time to hear from you. Let's reflect on all the things we learned. Did we learn anything last week? Yeah. How was it? Starting from OSINT, yeah, to LinkedIn optimization, right? If you notice that most of the way we structured our training of this particular program. First is practically oriented, so it's hands-on. So because this is internship, we are not, it's not like another set of classroom or instructor-led training kind of. So the idea is to stir the researcher in you. The idea is to give you one or two resources. They might not be too detailed, right? But few resources to get you started, and then you're expected to, maximize that particular resources, and then, of course, improve your problem solving and critical thinking ability, right? So, having said that, I will want to hear from you. How has the week been? Has the week been? I think if you want to talk, remember few housekeeping. So if you want to talk, right, if you want to share your experience, you can indicate like we do. For those of you watching us from YouTube stream, if you have any issue, we have our technical team here currently. I have Zube and Charles, who is currently on the back end, ensuring that things are working fine. So if you want to share your experience in YouTube, please go ahead and use the YouTube live comment section, right? And then, of course, our technical team will pick it from there and then forward it. Okay, so guys, let's get the ball rolling. So share your experiences. What have you learned? What has changed? Yeah, what has changed? All right, so I'll start with Vukusi Lawrence. Vukusi Lawrence, please, you can together. So remember, this section is about challenges yet. So we are sharing our experiences. What have you learned? What are challenges? A few minutes to come. So go ahead, Vukusi Lawrence. I'm more here. Yes.
Good afternoon, Divine. And good afternoon to my fellow classmates. It was a wonderful week for me.
Your mic is unmuted.
Okay. What's happening? I can hear you well.
Okay, while we are waiting for Vukusi to work on its sound, Obeyemi for what Jomo, go ahead, open up.
Good morning, sir.
Hello, good afternoon. Can you hear me?
Other people. Okay, Adewale.
Oh my word. I submitted, yes, I submitted. I succeeded to submit, yes. So I hope that the days ahead I'll be able to find out what is actually the problem. I cannot use a laptop, yeah.
All right, Lawrence, thank you so much. I think I'm done with you now. Thank you. Adewale Odunayo, please go ahead.
Okay, good afternoon. Good afternoon, Divine. Good afternoon, everyone. My other cohort. I think you can hear me.
Yes, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you, Divine. What really happened is that I'm able to do the knowledge check, but getting and on the challenge, I'm just saying the challenge that is yesterday night, but only submission this thing I discovered that the submission is closing this morning. Before I'm able to put everything together, I could not submit again. I don't know, maybe because the deadline is already run over. But I think that would be based on the deadline of 18. I think my major problem is the deadline. I could not get the challenge on time. I only able to do the knowledge check. That one, it comprises of 10 questions, and I'm able to answer the 10 questions, and I submit that one. Though I shouted to confirm if the way I did that one is okay, and I have a good response that is okay the way I did that one, that I've already submitted that one. It's only the challenge that I'm unable to submit. And thank you very much for this great opportunity given to me by this organization.
Yeah, thank you so much, Adewale. I'm sorry about that you couldn't submit your challenge. Unfortunately, all our challenges have a deadline. And all the instructions are there. Maybe sometime we'll talk about how you can be able to be much better with your submissions, the best approaches to take, right? So, but for now, what we're talking about is things you've learned. Yeah. So for those of you, what actually stood out for you in your learning this past few days? This is actually what I want to hear at the moment. Yeah. So Awonka Glory, go ahead, open up your microphone. Let's hear.
Hey, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Gloria. Go ahead.
Good afternoon, everybody. So, for me, what stood out for me was OSINT.
OSINT?
Yes, sir. So, honestly, I know that they do, like, you can investigate online, but I didn't know that it was deep, But these past few days, I've learned that you can actually do a lot of things with the available information online. So I happened to go through like the links that were shared. So I decided I went through the links. I went deeper, and I found out that even from our social media platforms, a lot can be gotten from there, from the pictures we post, from the people we tag, and a lot of things can actually be gotten from there. If we want to investigate things, we can actually get. If we want to investigate things, we can actually get a lot of things from these available resources. Most times we just post these available resources. Things, not knowing that all this stuff can happen. But because of these past days and the training that we underwent these past few days, it didn't open my eyes to know that you can actually go in as far as going to the people you don't even know are related to you. This family tree stuff, going down to the people, your ancestors. So it's really amazing. Thank you so much for the opportunity. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you so much for that input, Glory. Yeah, so, we actually decided to add OSINT, that's open source intelligence, as an addendum more like an attaché to, somehow to shake your body, shake us a little bit. So it's not just about VAPT, fully VAPT. So, there's one particular, there's what we call Q chain, cyber Q chain, right? And that starts with information gathering, of course. That's what we call reconnaissance and information gathering, really. So you cannot be a true penetration tester, really, without understanding information gathering, because that's where the whole game starts. So OSINT is a very, OSINT doesn't just help you find the information. There's an attitude behind OSINT. If you are good with OSINT, OSINT does not just help you to succeed in your investigations or interrogations. OSINT changed your mindset, your thought pattern, really. So somehow it also helps you to be very careful with the information you put out there, really. So, so we added that. I know that should help. Meanwhile, I think this is it's a great opportunity to inform you that you're going to be going full blown in OSINT the whole of next week. So your week 2 is actually OSINT focused. So you're going to see we have 2 areas, focus areas in OSINT that you're going to be dealing with. That is Google Docking. So to see how best to search, advanced search, to get the information you want to get, right, using the normal and common search engines that you have or you use already. And so these are the things that we're going to do from next week. So I just wanted to give you a tip, right? A tip. So take it like that. So we'll take another person. Joseph Kondo, please go ahead.
Right. Good afternoon. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Go ahead.
All right. Good afternoon. I'm very thankful for the opportunity. I had a good week, going through the stuff, and I actually have a kind of a similar response as the previous person, because I really took, particular interest in OSINT. I even went ahead and used some of the tools that I was seeing. I did some searches and stuff like that, so I already have a bit of practice, if I may say, in OSINT. And as the previous speaker said, it really was an eye-opener. So many new things that I knew some of it, but obviously you get to search further and research further, and you also get to to know new tools and stuff like that. So it really was a great week. And then secondly, I feel like as IT people, cybersecurity, development, whatever it is, we really are required to to document stuff at some point, right? But at the same time, it's funny that IT people don't really know how to document things, right? I've realized over the years that IT people find it hard to document, put things down and all that. So I feel like that's also something that was beneficial to me, and I believe to the other guys there. Actually getting to report, on a project, if I may call it, reporting on that, putting things together, summarizing everything, to come out with a clear and concise, report. So I feel like that was beneficial, and that was a good learning experience. Thank you.
Yeah, that's fine. So I picked it. So the need for, especially IT practitioners, that's the players, right, to also understand or have the skill of reporting. So it's not just about the technicalities, codings, engineering, designing, analyticals, and all that, blah, blah, blah. There's need for you to have the capacity to translate whatever you want or you have into a comprehensive report, right? Part of your skill as an IT person and as a VAPT person is also to understand how to communicate and communicate better, right? Because you might see yourself working in a firm or in a community, wherever, where you are needed to explain things to stakeholders. Some of them might not really be too technical as you are. So your ability to put up a structure, a report, right, to, of course, explain your message, that's pass your message in a way that they will understand it. I think this is actually ideal, right? So this is part of the things that we did. If you notice that, of course, you could see it there. So from every week, there is reporting for each and every week, right? Even when you focus more on your VAT and pen testing. So when you have a pen test, you've pen tested, or you did one or two things, you're expected to put up a well articulated, comprehensive report, right? So this is key, and I like that I like the fact that you saw this too. So thank you so much. So I'm gonna go to Engineer Godwin. Engineer Godwin A. Go ahead, please. Open up, unmute your mic, and then let's hear you.
Yes, good afternoon very much. Thank you very much for this opportunity. For me, it was really an eye-opener because I was able to go back, familiarize myself with the cybersecurity terms, and in the course of my research, the OWASP top 10 was really an eye-opener because I took my time to study it very well and to know more about it, and then the CVEs. So I really want to appreciate you for this opportunity, and where I only had challenges when it comes to submission. That is where I had a little challenge. That is trying to get myself, familiarize myself with the Google Classroom. And then in the course of submitting it, I had some challenges. But then eventually I overcame it. And I know as time goes on, I will really get better. It is really interesting. And I want to say a very big thank you to the opportunity you gave to us to be able to go through this internship. I really appreciate. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. And I must